my cookies. We are here tonight doing a shell challenge by Aveline. This is my third time recording this voiceover because my video keeps glitching, so I'm hoping this one works. Anyways, first off I go with separating rooms for a bathroom and a bedroom, and then we throw in some doors, and then we do some flooring and walls. I do make some adjustments to the flooring and walls throughout, just because I decide I don't want it to be all wood flooring, and I change the color in the bathroom and such later on. You'll see. Anyways, so I do kind of my typical colors in the bathroom, the kind of light gray. Like I said, I do change it later on. I go with a different style in the kitchen than I normally use. I do normally use just kind of a standard wallpaper without a backsplash type, but I decided to go ahead and use it today because I went with a red and black theme throughout the house. As you probably noticed, the doors are kind of red with a dark gray trim, just like the exterior door. Windows are white with the red cross panes, and yeah, here we put in what we would call a transition strip to change the flooring in the kitchen area, and then we go with our nice red counters. We do the red cabinets as well on top, and a nice dark gray stove and fridge, as well as we go with the black range, and I do kind of hide that with the cabinets. I just think it looks a lot neater when it's done that way. I use the long ceiling to floor cabinet on the other side of the door just to kind of hide the door, and then that way when the walls are down, that cabinet is completely gone, for playability. Here we do our nice little simple quaint roof. I prefer kind of a simple roof with certain builds. Not that you really see it anyways, but I think it looks adorable. Anyways, and we go with a nice dark shingle as well to kind of complement the exterior red siding. Here we're just kind of picking out our dining room attire. The table I don't typically use. I actually really like that little table. But yeah, I don't think I've ever used it before. Then we do a little kind of computer desk area and our living room area with entertainment all in one, TV, bookcase, and stereo. I really like those little things that came with Tiny Living. They worked out super nice. And the color scheme went perfect with the black. It would have been nice to get it in just a dark brown wood, but I think it goes okay with everything else. Here we're just doing some wall hanging decorations, giving the place a nice homey lived-in feel. And yeah, just making it home. I had not really issues, but I just wasn't sure what to decorate, because everything is more long narrow in this build because it is tiny living. But we got her to work. And then I turned on the move objects cheat because I was getting annoyed with not being able to place things underneath the pictures. Anyway, here I throw a couple succulent type plants on top of the TV stand and adjust the desk so it's not so cramped. That desk, the main thing I hate about it is it's just so far away from the wall when it's placed naturally. Here I'm just kind of looking for some more decorations for the kitchen area, and then I remember, oh yeah, gotta put in a sink. Then I do add some decorations, place them. I don't know why I always have such issue with the paper towel placement, but I do. And I don't know why I didn't put the walls down sooner, because it makes the top cabinets go away and you can see easier. I'm assuming I was tired when I built this house. Actually, I'm pretty sure I was tired when I built this house. Because your brain just doesn't think of those simple things. I hope you guys are enjoying my uploads. I know I don't have a huge following yet. Just kind of doing this as a hobby right now. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I do unfortunately have to go back to my regular job next week, which sucks because we're also kind of in the midst of everything going on in the world, and unfortunately my job qualifies as an essential, so I do have to return to work and leave my children in competent care, but of course, but this is a time I wish I could stay home with them and make sure that they're safe and staying away from bad things. It's hard. I live in Canada, so I've been off work for a year on maternity leave from having my baby. We're lucky enough to have that. But my leave has been up for a couple weeks already, but I wasn't able to secure childcare till the end of March. And then with everything that went on, the childcare situation got a little jumbled, but we do still luckily have childcare available because it is in a private home. So they have basically just their normal household members there and a couple other kids, with a zero sickness policy right now to ensure that everyone stays healthy. My kids are a little sick right now just because they had their shots lately, and of course with those you get the wonderful side effects of runny nose and cough and slight fever and a whole bunch of other wonderful things. It's great, but they are healthy otherwise. Everything is normal with that. It's just the typical side effects when you get your shots. But yeah, they're great. So yeah, I go back to work on Monday, and I'm not worried about my job. Like, I'm just definitely, it's a good solid job. I've been there for almost 10 years, and it's a job I really enjoy. Always has its ups and downs, of course, but it's normal with any job, with anything really. It's never 100% amazing. Like, honestly, I love playing The Sims. I love making these videos. I've only been doing it for about a month, just because I hadn't been able to do it with the computer I had previously. It was too it was a piece of junk. So it wasn't up for the job of recording and playing and everything all at once. It's still a good computer, but it's just not made for this. The computer I have now is living up to it so far. It could definitely be better, but I went with kind of an affordable option that wasn't going to totally break the bank, but that wasn't going to be, oh, it's good for minimum settings recording. This computer, essentially, I can have all the settings maxed out and record and stream and it's pretty good. I've had a couple issues, just I think more when I'm streaming too, just because it uses up a little too much. But I'm hoping to get a capture card as well in the future to kind of help alleviate the stress when I am streaming, so that it's not so laggy. Anyways, here we've moved on to the backyard and front yard decorating, putting in some landscaping and whatnot. Had to adjust my candles. I tried to size them down, but of course the flames don't move with it. So I was like, no, that just looks funny. So I just made them normal size. Here I'm just putting in a pond. I know it looks like a pool, but it is a pond. I did not test this if they would still swim in it. I probably should have checked that. But I do normally use just the fountain, just so that the depth isn't so much. But I tried this one with the pool setting instead, just to give it that kind of deep green, gooey look. Nice little pond out back. I would love to have a pond. Not necessarily one quite like this, but just something cute with a little fountain in it. Have little birds come bath in it and tweet tweet, twitter twitter, you know. Don't mind me. Anyways, I've been trying to edit this video for close to 2 hours now. It's getting a little to me, I guess, just because I have had so many issues with this recording. But it is what it is. And to be a successful YouTuber, you have to go through the trials and tribulations to make sure your fans are satisfied. And I'm hoping the voice on this one is loud enough for you guys. I don't know what the issue is with the sound, because when I record, I'm talking normal. I'm not yelling, I'm not whispering. But, and then when I put the sound to the video and I play it, it's good. And then when I upload it, it's super quiet. So I'm going to try something a little different this time before I upload. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the volume of my audio is satisfactory for your listening pleasure. Anyways, so I decided in the backyard here to do a gazebo. It's not something I normally do, but I was just like, you know what, they got a nice little pond. It would be so cute to have a little gazebo just off the side you could sit in and talk with your friends and family out back and look out on the pond and watch the little birds and ducklings and other wildlife enjoying it. So I'm hoping that is appreciated. Anyways, but yeah, here I'm doing kind of like a little worn grass path where you might walk from the front to the back, and around the pond and all that. Putting in some nice little benches. Gotta make sure it's something sturdy and would last, you know, being out in the weather and whatnot. Some more landscaping, and then a little bit of final adage to the pond. Gotta make it look realistic. Get some nice moss algae build-up, lily pads, and whatnot. But yeah. Here I just add a couple final decorations. At the end I kind of remembered, oh yeah, I didn't put this in. And I still think I forgot to put in a bin, because, you know, why not? Hopefully you can find a spot for that if you do download this. that's it. That's my build from Aveline shell. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any tips or hints for me, or if you possibly know how to adjust the volume on the upload of the video. Like I said, it seems good when I test it, but it just doesn't follow through. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful day and stay delicious, my cookies. Bye.